Here's the reason that you can't keep the weight and, more importantly, the fat off of your body. In this video, I'm gonna break down all of the reasons behind the reasons, essentially the big domino that you need to knock down in order to have a lean and muscular physique for the rest of your life. Let me ask you, what is the difference between the guy that always has a six-pack and the guy that always has a little bit of a gut? You know, the guy that got, he's got extra belly fat right around his stomach. It's covering his abs. Maybe even he's got some extra on the love handles. We might say, it's his diet, it's his exercise routine. Maybe it's his genetics, right? He's got great genetics. He's lucky, or, he's an athlete. Maybe he's on steroids, it's TRT, all those things. Note, wrong. It's not any of those things. And I'll tell you exactly what it is and how to get it. You see, the thing that's actually missing, the key difference between you and the guy that has a six-pack is that the guy that has a six-pack, he actually identifies as a fit and as a healthy person. Like deep down, he identifies as that person, and therefore all of his actions align with that, right? Working out is effortless. He doesn't have to go on a diet. He just eats clean. He doesn't overeat. Now you see the overweight guy, the guy who is soft and pudgy, he does not identify as a fit or a healthy person at all, right? So going to the gym, getting to the gym for him is very difficult. He oftentimes overeats. He stress eats. He doesn't eat good food, right? Because he doesn't believe deep down that he's that type of person. He doesn't go to the gym as often as he should, or even at all. Thinks that he has to go on a temporary diet in order to lose fat. And he thinks that a body transformation is just this thing that he does once. And he's like, oh, let me just do this thing. Let me just transform my body. Let me do this diet, do this program. And then once I do it, I'm good. I can just go back to being me again. But you can't think like that, okay? What you need to do is you need to slowly change your habits and actions that actually align with the identity of a fitness person, of a person that's super healthy. When you think about that identity of a fit man, right? Someone who takes care of himself and prioritizes his fitness, what does that person do? What are those actions? What are those habits? You're still everything else that you are, right? You're still Tim that does banking for work. You're still Tim that's hilarious, that makes people laugh. You're still Tim that's a provider, that takes care of his family, all that stuff, right? But now you're also Tim that works out, that eats healthy, that prioritizes his health and fitness, and actually views himself as someone that's healthy, that is an attractive man, that has a fit body that goes along with everything else and looks like a stud. And look, you might be thinking to yourself, well, that's not me. Oh, really? Why the fuck not? Why can't it be? Do you live in some fucking hole in the ground in the middle of nowhere, 100 miles from the closest gym, 200 miles from the nearest store that carries meat and fruit and healthy food? You don't have access to the outside world, can't walk around, can't perform a single body weight exercise? If you're watching this video, the answer is probably not. So literally just ask yourself that question, because although you may not believe it right now, right this second, you will. Ask yourself, why can't that be me? Why can't I be that fit guy? What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you? Now, you can't identify as someone that goes to the gym if you never step foot in a gym. So one way to get one step closer to identifying as a guy that goes to the gym is step foot in a gym. Shocker, right? And you know how you can start identifying and start believing that you're someone that works out 5 times a week? Go work out 5 times next week. Mind blown. Is this resonating with some of you? I hope that it is. Drop a like on this video if you're starting to pick up what I'm putting down. Right now, look, you may not believe that you're that type of person, okay? You may not believe that you're the guy that, does all the health stuff, goes to the gym, meal preps food, counts calories, whatever. Well, why would you? You're not doing any of those things. And maybe you've never done any of those things. So it makes sense. First, you got to have some discipline, right? You got to pick your lazy ass up, get your ass into the gym, and then guess what? You'll start to identify as the guy that got his ass to the gym one time. The important piece here is that you do what you say you're going to do. This is what truly builds confidence in yourself. And then it continues. And, if you say you're going to do something and then you don't do it, that just kills your confidence, right? It's like this respect contract. It's like this contract that you have with yourself that when you say you're going to do something and you do it, awesome, you build trust and you trust yourself. When you say you're going to do something or you say you want to do something and then you take zero action, zero initiative, you're just like, oh no, I just won't do it. Oh, whatever. then your brain is like, dude, I don't trust you, right? And it just nukes your confidence. So we all have that voice in our head, right? That we have a conversation with all the time, okay? And I want you to imagine, like, it's basically like you had a business partner, right? And that was the voice in your head, the business partner that you were always talking to. And, you're constantly telling that business partner, like, oh, here's what I want to do. Oh, I'm going to do this, whatever. And your business partner's like, okay, cool, right on. Like, sounds good. I can't wait to see it happen. Put it in action, right? And then you don't do it. And then you just don't do it over and over and over and over. And then, like, next thing you know, you go to tell your business partner, you go to tell your voice in the head, hey, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I want to do this. Business partner's like, yeah, right, bitch. I doubt it. Like, every single time you said that in the past, you haven't followed through. Every time you told me you were going to do something and then you didn't do it, I lost respect for you. I lost trust for you. And now I don't believe a single word that's coming out of your mouth. And I know some of you might be saying to yourself, like, well, I don't want to go to the gym. Okay, I get it. But do you think that the guy that has a six-pack refuses to go to the gym and instead that guy insists that he does every single workout from home? No. Sure, maybe 1 out of every 50,000 people does calisthenics, body weight stuff at home. But most fit people, they go to the gym. So do you want to follow what most people do to get results? Or do you want to try to take the path of least resistance so that you can be like the 1 in every 50,000 guy, right? I'm sure you've taken the path of least resistance many times in your life. How's that working out for you, right? So if you're a high-performing man in these other areas of your life, but not fitness, not health, and you're not afraid to go to the gym, you're not afraid to create some discipline in your life, you're someone that's really not sure where to start, what to do, how to keep the weight off for good, well, then see the link in the description. You can book a time for us to chat and you can see if we might be a good fit to work together. So now if you're following the mindset shift that needs to happen, you're going to start to take action. Slowly, your mindset and your identity is changing, right? And now it becomes a lifestyle. The more that it actually becomes a lifestyle and the less of like, I'm just doing this for a program, I'm just doing this for a little bit, I'm just doing this diet, etc., the easier it will be and it just becomes a part of who you are, right? We're not thinking, oh, I'm just going to do this diet that's going to solve my problems, or I'm just going to try this fitness app, or I'll just do this one special thing for a few months, or let me go hire a personal trainer for a bit, right? These are all just temporary solutions to a much deeper problem, right? And maybe you've thought that in the past, right? I'll continue to be myself, right? I'll just continue to have the same identity. I'll keep the same behaviors. I'll live my life the same way. But all I got to do is I just got to change some things for a little bit, right? I got to lose the weight and then I'm good, right? I can just go back to being me again. Once I'm done, okay, now I'll go back to socializing. I'll go back to eating, however I want, whenever I want. I'll go back, I'll start going to the gym less, kind of how I used to, just like I did before. But what does that lead to? Well, then you just gain all the weight back. You didn't become a new person in the process. You just tried the fake it until you make it approach. You faked it for a little bit. You act like you were a fit person for a while. You got some results. You took some action, but then you stopped. You gained it all back, and now you're at square one. But you're not really at square one. You're actually worse than square one because more time has gone by and you're still not where you want to be. It's so important to realize that, healthy habits, behaviors, actions, they need to become a part of you for the rest of your life, right? And don't stress, right? Don't stress. I mean, having these pieces be a part of your identity, they're not going to take anything away from you. You're still going to have fun. You're still going to be social. You're still going to be productive. You're still going to make a ton of money. Matter of fact, your new confidence, the discipline, the habits, the attractiveness that you gain, that's going to make you a lot more money. And you'll actually be able to enjoy them a lot more with more attraction, more confidence, more trust in yourself, and more respect. You can still enjoy alcohol even if you want to, right? You can still enjoy everything that this amazing life has to offer, but you're just going to be putting yourself first and you're going to make your health a priority as well. This is such a superpower. Once you unlock this next level of your life, like everything in your world becomes easier, becomes better, becomes more enjoyable. And I think most of you watching this know what you need to do. You know you need to clean up the diet. You know you need to hit the gym. You know you need to sleep well. You know you got to get more steps in. You know you got to be consistent. You just don't do the things that you know that you need to do. It's like you're self-sabotaging yourself a little bit. So stop it. Stop doing that. All right? So look, to achieve this mindset, the identity, and to lose the weight and keep it off for good, I want you to start taking actions that a guy with a six-pack would take. I want you to realize that this is an identity shift. It's a long-term mindset shift. It's not a simple 8-week boot camp, right? I want you to have some discipline in your life so that you can create trust with yourself. I want you to take ownership of your actions and where you're at right now. Ask yourself, why not me? Take some baby steps and just build momentum up over time. You got this. And while this might be a lot for some of you right now, like I can confidently say that, what makes a lot of these shifts and habits a lot easier is having the right plan, having some structure in your life, having someone that can not only teach you all of the health and fitness stuff, all the mindset stuff, but can also hold you accountable to actually do what you're supposed to do. So if you want help with this, if you want to apply to work with me one-on-one to lose the weight, lose the belly fat for good, well then see the link in the description, book a time for us to chat. Thanks so much for watching today. I'll see you on the next one.